think of an athlete, it's easy to tell when they aren't doing well. Perhaps they injured themselves and have to miss valuable practice time. Any setback can affect their athletic performance. But what about an athlete's mental health? This may seem secondary to physical health, but in fact, it's every bit as important. They both have an immense effect on athletic performance. A 2016 study found that nearly 25% of college athletes reported symptoms of depression. But mental health is still seen as a taboo subject in many athletic departments. For college athletes, the transition into freshman year is tough. Athletes are swept up in round-the-clock schedules, early morning practices, new teammates, and high pressure to perform. From the parent's point of view, this can be hard to watch. It's easy to get carried away worrying about your child in a new environment. What if they're not taking care of themselves? Enter EmMe. EmMe is an app centered around mental, emotional, and behavioral health and wellness for college athletes. EmMe helps students recognize their mental health triggers and stressors so they can implement effective strategies to manage their well-being. While current mental wellness apps address some of these strategies, few actually provide individuals with the tools to help in that initial recognition. While individual students may learn more about their personal mental health and wellness using EmMe, we are proposing that EmMe broaden its focus to include a virtual platform that would allow the entire team to engage in group learning, discussion, and collaboration around mental health and wellness topics. This not only would serve to strengthen team trust and bonding, but would also encourage destigmatization of the mental health space. With these guiding themes in mind, we devised the following strategy statement. All user experience touchpoints for EmMe will help college athletes feel safe and supported so they are able to learn how to understand and implement strategies to manage their mental health. We will do this by focusing on creating a curriculum centered around mental health and destigmatization of the space. As a result, we hope to increase mental health awareness and visibility, as well as the adoption of health practices and resources, both in individuals and the greater collegiate athletic community. Let's take a look into how EmMe could be utilized at a university in their athletic department. This university's athletic department has determined that they would like to be more mindful of mental health when taking into consideration the athlete's overall health. They have decided to try EmMe in order to normalize mental health and to encourage students to talk about it. A support member has volunteered to act as the team's mental health point person and will utilize EmMe in order to facilitate learning and discussion. The point person has installed the desktop app and will choose from some of EmMe's learning modules to work through with their team. This might include topics such as motivation, overtraining, and hazing. Using EmMe's desktop app, the point person can create a learning schedule for students to follow, facilitate virtual team discussions, and add media to incorporate interactive learning. In the initial onboarding session, athletes are introduced to EmMe and the importance of mental health, and how they'll be using EmMe both in individual and group sessions. The point person, who has already become familiarized with EmMe's mobile and desktop app, will guide students in downloading the app and exploring its features. By incorporating group engagement into the app, student athletes will feel a deeper sense of community and understanding among their peers. This will also help in the destigmatization of mental health in the athletic community. At a group session, the point person begins by playing an EmMe video that dives into the scheduled topic. The team is able to learn and discuss together in order to help destigmatize and create a safe environment to talk about their mental health. The team may be broken out into smaller groups to engage in discussions about what they learned from the video, using the EmMe app to be led through talking points. Talking points will help open up the conversation space and promote students to engage in sharing with one another. An optional in-app timer provides a guideline so each student has the opportunity both to listen and to be heard. Optionally, if the team can't be in the same physical space, the point person may facilitate discussion using EmMe's virtual team classroom. Within the app, the point person may open up a virtual discussion board and create discussion questions relevant to the module's topic. Students may add their own responses to the board and see what other teammates contributed. In this way, the team can start to visualize how they are uniquely bonded and connected through shared experiences, even if they're not physically together. By performing regular emotional wellness check-ins, student athletes will develop the practice of monitoring their thought and behavior patterns. Students will check in individually on the mobile app at agreed-upon intervals set by the team or point person. A check-in might look like a 30-second assessment of how a student is feeling at that time and place. This student is feeling happier today after being able to engage in some deep conversation and bonding with their team yesterday. This student is glad their teammate felt comfortable opening up to them about her mental health struggles. They appreciate having such a safe space to connect about important issues. Throughout the athletic season and the school year, EmMe keeps progress of users' check-ins and mood trackers. This strengthens the students' self-awareness of how far they've come and where they're going. Through the tools and practices they have adopted through EmMe, the student recognizes their negative thought patterns and understands she needs to ask for help. The student remembers being told they could confidentially schedule a one-on-one meeting with a professional through EmMe. The student requests a meeting by checking a box at the end of her check-in. EmMe's point person at the university receives a notification with the student's request and confirms an appointment with the student. By meeting with the point person one-on-one, the student gains trust with them, feeling heard and validated. The point person encourages the student to reach out anytime and to continue using EmMe for regular check-ins. Students are able to access a toolbox through the EmMe app. This toolbox stores exercises as students move through modules of the curriculum so that students can use them again in any situation. They may also share some of these tools with family and friends in order to promote positive mental health and wellness habits and give support networks peace of mind. In summary, this strategic plan focuses on broadening EmMe's scope to include a platform that contains both individual and group engagement within the mental health space. It focuses on deepening understanding of mental health issues as a team in order to educate and create a safe space for students to be supported by their peers. Further, it highlights the importance of a student's ability to confidently meet one-on-one when they need more direct care and guidance. This strategy will strengthen EmMe's goals of being a safe place for users to understand and care for their mental health while broadening and strengthening their support system so that we can all have more peace of mind. Thank you.